This was always going to be the most low-key part of Senator Obama's overseas trip. These images probably more useful to a British Prime Minister in trouble at home than an American presidential candidate in the middle of a campaign. The two men strolled through a whole range of subjects, from the global economy to Afghanistan.
I am convinced that many of the issues that we face at home are not going to be solved as effectively unless we have strong partners abroad.
Tony Blair is still the most famous British politician in America, and the senator used this opportunity to talk to him about the Middle East and climate change. Present every step of the way, the American media pack that's paid for the privilege to follow him throughout this trip. Senator Obama, Al Jazeera English, please can we ask a question?
You know, yeah, go ahead.
The senator gave them preferential treatment during a press conference outside. He was grilled on John McCain's criticism of his visit.
John McCain has visited every one of these countries post-primary that I have. He has given speeches in Canada, in Colombia, Mexico. He made visits. And so it doesn't strike me that we've done anything different than the McCain campaign has done.
But it has been different. Almost every single country has given the senator a presidential-style welcome. But not all members of the American press corps are convinced it will help.
It's been hard in some respects because you're traveling in a bubble and you see these enormous crowds and you see these impressive backgrounds, and what I kept thinking is, what are they thinking back home when they see these things? What are voters thinking? And that's sort of the part, to me, that's missing here, is we just don't know. We know how it's coming across in Europe and the Middle East. We just don't know what's happening with voters.
Although the senator's received a huge amount of media attention on this trip, it was always a risk for him to be away so long. He'll now want to get back to America as soon as possible, because that's where the real work starts, trying to convince the American voters. What Europeans will remember the most about the last few days is the Obamamania that came to their streets. In less than 4 months' time, we'll find out whether the senator will return a president. Nazanine, Moshiri, Al Jazeera, London.
At the foot of these mountains in West Virginia lies the historic town of Romney. It's the oldest in the state, founded in 1762, with a population of around 6,000 people. And for many residents, most of whom have lived in West Virginia all their life, the best place for a catch-up is the Coffee Cupboard Cafe. And much of the conversation centres around the race for the White House.
I'm still impressed with the youthfulness of Obama, and somebody that seems to be completely different. It's almost like it's an uncharted territory to have somebody that young from his background as president.
The Hampshire Review comes out every Wednesday. In this edition, the main stories on the front page are about a new hospital for the county and a fire which left 13 families without a home. Not one article about John McCain nor Barack Obama, and certainly nothing about Obama's trip to the Middle East. Do you know where Barack Obama is right now?
He's over in he's over in Iraq or somewhere over in there. Or he was last night or something.
I'm not sure.
And with the US economy's deep troubles inevitably linked to politics, there are some concerns Obama is focusing his attention on the wrong places.
I know Barack Obama now is touring the Middle East and Europe, and I know that that's important, and I worry about the war in Iraq, but I really worry about the economic situation.
Well, I guess it's nice for him to know what's going on over there, but still, I think he should be in America. And this is, where he lives. He's going to be our president. If so, I think he needs to know what is going on over here.
On the evidence of our unscientific sampling, it appears Obama's message of change is resonating, and it was hard to find many voters excited about Republican John McCain. Despite losing heavily to Hillary Clinton in the state's primary, in Romney at least, Obama appears to be doing well with this predominantly white working-class electorate.
Well, I like Obama, and I like all that he said he's going to do, and I just really believe that he'll be the one that can get it done.
I believe that America's ready for change, big time.
But in a state won by George Bush in the past 2 elections, it seems likely domestic concerns and the state of the economy will weigh heaviest in the voters' minds come November. Cath, Al Jazeera, Romney, West Virginia.